think it's sad because it will have a huge, and it can potentially have a huge impact on the rest of the world. We had at the beginning of December there were presidential elections, and out of that presidential elections, a guy called Georgescu um, became the clear winner, but he didn't have the majority, so there would have to come a second round where the number one and two have to compete again against each other. Um, but the people, well, more EU related people who are currently in power who didn't like that, they went to the Constitutional Court, they went to the High Court, and they declared that those elections were canceled, which has been proven that there was nothing wrong. The procedure was okay, everything was fine, or whatever, but still they canceled it. Yeah, even the highest judicial power here in Romania, they canceled it. Fortunately, the Romanian people don't accept this. Yeah, so they have been going on protest for days and days on end. There was last week a thing of more than 100 or 200,000 people protesting. Yesterday there were protests all over Romania because, well, Romanians, many of them, even with their parents or themselves, whatever, get the experience with a part of a communist dictatorship, and they don't want that anymore. They want freedom, they want free elections, and they want the people there. But still, it's been canceled, and they said, no, we're going to create new elections, blah, 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 maybe in May or something like that. That's clearly not good. That is happening here. But the most thing people must say, oh, that's Romania. That's just a backwater country in Eastern Europe. We don't care. But people, officials from the EU have already said is we're going to do the same in Germany. In Germany, there will be, is it February or March? There will be elections in Germany. And they said if the outcome we don't like, we will cancel the election just like we did in Romania. That is awful. Yeah. So we're not talking about the democracy. We're not talking about free elections. We're not talking about power to the people. It's like if people don't like the outcome, they just cancel it. Huh? Yeah, so you might say, well, I don't care about Romania because I live in the US or whatever. No, it matters to all of us. It matters to all of us that our freedom is being restricted. And if we allow it here, it will be allowed everywhere. Just like this Thierry Breton, he's a former EU guy. He just admitted, yes, we interfered, we don't want that. And we're going to do the same in Germany. Well, I tell you, if this happened in Germany, we will have a very interesting case on our hands. Eh? So it's something to watch out. I'm not saying who are the good guys or are the bad guys, but it's just be aware that things are happening which you might not see in the news or read in your newspaper or in your articles, but still they have a huge impact on how we live in our societies, which we think or whatever is like it should be a free society, where we elect our officials and they're supposed to do what we want. Versus this moving towards the dictatorship, which most people don't want, and you and I don't want. So it like we have to be aware and at least see those things. And it's like, no, it's not like it's the Putin guy or whatever. No, it's not. Do your research again. So it's interesting that throughout the topics which we discussed today, Roy, is like what you brought up is like, do your research, have different perspectives, look at things, be curious, but also be open-minded. And I hope that is something our audience gets from this show. Is there anything you would like to add to that, Roy?